God be with you.
What do you think about Talmberg being attacked?
What do I think? That as long as decent people can live in peace, I can talk my way out of paying taxes. I don't care who my liege lord is.
Well, this new lord never forgets a man who fails to pay him a single groschen, and the poor probably go straight to the gallows for it.
That's terrible news, especially for us. Poor folk. I hope you'll drive him out of here so fast he'll shit himself, or hang him from the tallest Talmberg tree.
People usually shit themselves when that happens too.
All to the good. A nice bit of manure and everything blossoms.
Andrew, there's no more beer in Talmberg, and the soldiers are starting to grumble. Can't you send some there?
I could. There's nothing in it for me.
You're supposed to pay your taxes, aren't you? They might get upset and cause in trouble.
Just as a matter of interest, who do you pay your taxes to?
You're saying I should be paying to Talmberg, told Sir Divish? When Sir Havel of Waldeck was the master here, I managed to wriggle out of it. Nobody's come collecting since.
Well, right now, there are 3 noblemen camped by Talmberg, one of whom might be very interested to learn about all the tax you owe. I imagine he might want to collect it in the form of beer.
When you put it like that, I have got a few kegs I could send over. I won't lose out too much. They'd only spoil if I kept them longer, and I'd have to throw them away.
Just remember, if you poison them, they'll hang you for it.
Those soldiers drink it up long before it has time to go off. And what's more, what with all that cabbage being eaten, it wouldn't occur to anyone the shits came courtesy of the beer. I'll have them loaded up right away and taken there. And give their lordships my regards. Tell them I'm sending my best beer as a gift. Why the devil shouldn't I get some goodwill out of this at least? Good luck.
Do you happen to know the whereabouts of Conrad Keyser?
And what do you want from the old buzzard? Never mind. What do I care? It's the big house in the courtyard by the monastery.
I've come to ask for help.
Again? Such trying times we live in. God is testing us all. So what is it you need?
Their lordships have laid siege to Talmberg, and the brigands have wounded Sir Divish and many other people. I'm to ask if the monastery might send someone to help.
These are tragic times. Fortunately, I've only a little work left to do here, so I'll gather my things and set off for Talmberg.
Thank you, Father. May God reward you 1,000 times.
God be with you.
I've gathered up all we need.
Excellent. This will probably do the trick. And do you have the wormwood?
No, I couldn't get enough of it.
Nothing to be done about it. We'll make do with what we've got. I'll get started then. The sooner it's done, the better.
Greetings.
There's something I need from you, Father Godwin.
Is there, my son? How can I help?
There are a lot of dead and wounded at Talmberg, and no one to make the sign of the cross on their foreheads.
Has someone requested my services?
Sir Divish himself.
Well, 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 Sir Divish sends for me, and you're doing the asking, young Hal. How could I refuse? I'll go there right away.
I hope I can be of help to you, knight.
Huh.
I've arranged some beer for you from the local tavern.
You're a proper treasure, you are. I'm gonna put a word in about how well you look after us. Like your own kith and kin.
The charcoal burners nearby have some stocks of pitch they'll let us have.
That's handy. Sir Rubard will be pleased. What little we had left was running out, and he was getting worried.
Well, you can stop worrying.
Good. I'll get someone to take care of it.
I am at your service, Sir Knight.
Is this where Conrad Keyser lives?
Indeed. The world-renowned Conrad Keyser.
World renowned?
If not yet, then soon. Our Master Keyser is a mastermind. You wouldn't believe the things he comes up with. You'll be hearing more of him, you mark my words.
I need to speak to him.
Oh really? Whatever for?
I was sent by Tobias for I'm an apprentice to
I need to talk about a shipment of new weaponry for the custodian.
Oh, really? What kind of new weaponry?
From the Steelmasters of Solingen.
What? The fucker makes so much that he can afford weaponry like that. But why upset myself? Go ahead and visit the wastrel. Here's the key.
Enter.
Damn. I think that's a pretty cool place.
Huh? By the horn of Joshua, you startled me.
Horn of Joshua.
I thought you were urban. What do you want?
Sir Tobias Fayfar, the master builder and engineer from Skalitz, sends his greetings.
Fayfar? Tobias Fayfar? I've heard of him. He invented an interesting mining machine. What does he need?
Sir, have you heard what's been going on in Talmberg?
I've heard a thing or two. Is it true the castle's been taken?
It has, and we want to take it back. Master Fayfar has been given the task of building a trebuchet, but he's not sure he can manage it.
I doubt it myself. Building siege engines is an entirely different kettle of fish than mining. Damn, I'd like to rain some boulders on those heathens of Sigismund's. But that can't be done with a quill and parchment, and I can't leave here right now.
What can you
Why
leave?
can't you leave?
That's a long story. I was a little, more than a little, critical of Sigismund's efforts at Nicopolis. And it might surprise you to know, after that defeat, he didn't particularly appreciate my criticism. Then, when Sigismund abducted the king, I didn't feel too secure in Prague, so I left. Perhaps left is the wrong word. Some might say I was banished. In any case, I went to Bettelern Castle.
They locked you up in Bettlern?
Not quite. It's a royal castle. They leave me to my own devices there. Frankly, this so-called banishment has been a bit of a blessing. I have peace and quiet to attend to my opus and a band of able assistants. Although I have lost quite a few of my patrons thanks to all this unrest.
And why are you here in Sasau?
To be honest, I need the money.
Money, sir? You don't seem like a man who lives in want.
Dear me, no. I don't need it to support myself. It's to fund my opus. That's why I agreed to help with the construction of the monastery. So you see, I can't simply take my leave.
What are you working
on?
on?
Sir?
Belli Fortis. A great book of war machines and weapons. My opus magnum, my legacy. All you have seen here are but snippets of my great work. Mark my words. One day, our whole world will be run by machines and inventions not yet dreamed of.
Of course. Any day now, they'll plough our fields and milk our cattle.
Yep.
What did you
I'm
say?
living the future, right?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking aloud about things for battle. Could I help you escape, perhaps?
Who says I want to?
But you said you couldn't leave, sir.
Young man, I can't leave because I gave my word I'd help with the building of the monastery here. And my word is my bond. I have no intention of sneaking away like some criminal.
Who do you work for here?
My contract is with the abbot himself, but I discussed the work details with Carol, the monastery's master builder.
Could I not just pay off the master builder for your services?
I doubt it. Carol is only interested in the construction. As long as he has the money to pay the craftsman's wages, that's all he needs.
Ah, as long as he has enough for wages, you say?
Yes. What are you thinking?
Oh,
Couldn't Carol be persuaded somehow? After all, the defence of the province is at stake.
I realise that, but Sassar Monastery has always kept its neutrality. What's more, the abbot isn't here at present, and without his permission, Carol won't be persuaded. But I might have another idea.
What do you suggest?
Carol received his commission in writing. If you found it, we could copy the abbot's seal and signature on our own document.
That's a curiously interesting idea.
My inventiveness has many applications. I could be back here before the abbot, so he won't even know I was gone.
How do I get my hands on the commission?
It will be somewhere in his quarters. You'll need to get it quickly and put it back before he notices it's gone. I suggest waiting until evening. That's when Carol usually goes to the tavern to play dice. He's fond of his dice. Maybe you can take advantage of that somehow.
Right. I'll see what I can do.
Hell yeah.
Greetings. What do you need?
I've got that commission.
Not so loud, for heaven's sake. Show it here. The very thing. Go to the Sasau scribe and say to him the fox isn't half as clever as he thinks. Then he'll do as you ask.
Is that a
Fox?
password?
The fox
Just
isn't
so.
as clever as he
insists
thinks.
on it. Don't forget to repeat it verbatim and aloud. Then all you have to do is take the new document to Carol and tell him a messenger brought it.
All right.
But most importantly, do it quickly and put the commission back immediately. Carol's no fool. If he can't find it, he'll put 2 and 2 together when you bring him the new document, and the game will be up.
God be with you.
I have a message for you.
Fox is cleverer than a...
The fox isn't half as clever as it thinks.
What?
Fox?
The fox is cleverer
than you? What in heaven's name are you blabbering
This
about?
man lied to me,
Comrade
bro.
Keezer sent me.
How come?
Hell, didn't you say so?
That sod. He deliberately lied to me to make me look stupid.
Well, never mind. What do you want?
I've got this document here, and I need to have a different one drawn up
Man,
with
man said make sure to say it,
the
bro.
same
Verbatim.
signature and seal.
So Conrad is still up to his old tricks. Give him my greetings. Let's see it then. All right. Give me an hour. And I hope I won't have problems on your account.
Is it done?
Here you are. And pass on my best to the old dragon.
Good morning.
So, is the concoction ready?
All done. Here, take the keg. I won't be lugging a heavy great thing like that around myself.
Thank you for your help.
Well, best of luck, lad. Now, I need a rest.
Good day.
Good day, too.
This ought to help with your sleepy soldiers.
What's in it? It stinks to hell.
Yes, and it's hellish potent too. A drop in the evening, and you won't fall asleep till just before noon.
Really? I hope it does the job. That it doesn't give them a runs in the process.
Hopefully not. But if it does, well, it's hard to sleep with the runs, isn't it?
True enough. But you're not much good as a guard when you're squatting in the bushes.
How about a small wager, my good man?
That depends. A wager over what?
It's simple. I tell you a riddle. If you solve it, you get back twice the sum you wager. If you don't, I get to keep your coin.
Who are
Who
you?
might you be, anyway?
Me?
Damn
Not
drunk.
important. But you can be sure of one thing, lad. I walk the world, collecting riddles, stories, and sometimes arms. I live from day to day. But enough of my babbling. Do you want to engage your mind?
Yeah.
That sounds good. Let's do it.
Now, listen carefully. In the feast hall on the table are 10 candles. Suddenly, a gust of wind throws open the window and blows out 2 candles. A little later, another candle goes out. The servant, therefore, closes the hall window. Now the wind cannot blow out any more. So how many candles can the servant find to relight the following morning in the hall?
It's 3.
3.
Is the correct answer. While the wind blows out 3, 7 burn down completely overnight, so the next day only those 3 can be rekindled. Well, what can I do? Here's your 10 groschen. Spend them as best you can. Maybe we'll meet up again sometime.
We may well do so. Thank you.
I'm glad to see you.
Oh, God, see me, eh? Fucking ass.
A messenger brought a dispatch for you.
To the hand of charge to give assistance. Permission to leave Sasau? How very convenient for you.
The hand of fate.
We'll see what fate brings. I have an authorization letter of my own from the abbot, and if your letter of patent is fake, you'll be in trouble. Come with me.
Yeah, I'm not running, bro. I'll gallop behind you.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'll just meet him there. That's so funny. He just sat down. He was getting ready to play dice. You know why they be praying. What's up?
Well, it goes against the grain.
Why?
So Conrad may leave?
He
What's
can.
up?
The letter of patent is genuine, and when the abbot commands...
Wonderful. I'll tell him.
They're after me! Sweet Jesus, I knew this day would come!
What?
What are you talking
Who
about,
is-
sir?
Carol said you can leave and...
Leave? I can't even set foot outside the door! Not now!
Please, calm down and tell me what's going on.
They're after me!
Who's after you?
Who's after you?
Sigismund's people, of course!
Why would they be after you?
Because he's never forgiven my criticisms of Nicopolis. Now he's decided to pay me back. What am I to do?
Well, started.
What makes you think someone's after you?
When I was on my way to Sasau, I saw Baron Pekar in Kostelitz. He was with Sigismund on the crusade, as was I. Now I've been told he was seen at the local tavern. And a stranger's been creeping around the gardens here late at night. My God, there are signs someone was trying to force the door. They're after me, Henry. The Lord preserve me. They want to kill me.
Take it easy. If someone's after you, I'll see to him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have a sniff around the town or lie in wait for him.
I don't know. What if he sneaks past you?
He won't, I promise. I'll hide in the garden, and if anyone starts creeping around after dark, I'll catch him.
You will, won't you? Good, good. And be sure to hide well. If he sees you, he won't come.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
I've come from Captain Robard.
And what might the captain be wanting to let me know?
I'm not a messenger. I've nothing to report. The captain thought I could lend you a hand.
Oh, so it's you, the hero of Talmberg. So be it. If you succeed, I'll gladly reward you. And if you don't, I won't be shedding any tears. We know that one of their encampments is on the hill by Skellets, nearby the mines.
I'll take a look there.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Would you be Master Paycar?
I would. With whom do I have the pleasure?
Henry, of Skellets.
And what do you want from me, Henry of Skellets?
There. Satisfied?
To ask you why you come to Sasau.
To ask why you've come to Sasau.
An interrogation, then, I see. On business, of course.
And who is it you're doing business with?
Why don't you ask about my mistresses instead? My trade partners are my own private concern.
Stay away from Master Keezer.
Keezer? Conrad Keezer? Why should I want anything to do with him?
So he doesn't need to worry about you?
Worry? Good Lord, no. Why, we were friends.
Coming.
Right, that'll be everything.
As the master instructs.
Nigga really was trying to.
God's blessings. What can I do for you?
Don't you find it dull here?
It's hell on earth, especially as escort guards. I wish we could go back to Betland.
Well, did you find anyone?
I did.
And?
He's dead.
He's dead. He was an assassin, all right.
Lord have mercy. Was it Pekar?
Yes. I saw him all too clearly.
So they are after me. I knew it. Sweet Jesus, there'll be more. I need to hide away somewhere.
Come to Talmberg. You'll be surrounded by a whole garrison there.
Yes. Yes, I suppose that does make sense. Thank you, Henry. I'm in your debt. We'll meet at Talmberg. A well-chosen site. You want to strike the gate, do you?
True. We don't want to do more damage than necessary.
I quite understand. Sir Toth is holed up there, is he?
Just so, Master Conrad. I hear you have some accounts to settle with him.
Ah, not entirely. I've done with him. Sigismund trusted him more than me in his campaign against the Ottomans, and we all know how that ended up.
How did it end up?
Badly, my lord. The flower of French knighthood was slain there. Sigismund fled for his life, and I did too, I must confess.
Be assured we shall not make the same mistake here. We do not intend to starve them into submission, but to break down the gate.
I am at your service, my lords. We will build the trebuchet quickly. It will be ready in a matter of days. And I can supply, for example, Raketa to sweep the foe from the battlements.
Roquetta? I do not believe I've heard of such a term.
Raketa are missiles filled with black powder with a touch hole at the bottom to ignite it. They shoot forward, something like a hand cannon, but without rocks. The rocket is the missile.
What?
I see. But we don't have black powder in these parts. Nor cannon.
Indeed. It should have occurred to me. But I am very fond of Roquetta, and I always think what Alexander the Great might have accomplished with them.
Nigga, just build a trebuchet, bro.
I understand. We find ourselves in a conventional situation that demands a conventional solution.
I'm still hoping that Toth will see sense and parley with us.
He may well do so, especially when we set up the trebuchet on his doorstep.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
I came to an agreement with Conrad.
He's already here. You wouldn't believe how clever that fellow is. Now we really will build that trebuchet.
Bless
That
you.
I guarantee you.
Excuse you.
Just one thing. If he should send you somewhere and tell you to give some password about a fox or some such, well, you should take it with a grain of salt.
Password? Fox? All right. I'll bear it in mind.
Glad I could be of service.
I'm truly grateful to you. And the men will be too when the assault starts. Fine work. You've certainly saved many lives. I probably shouldn't, but go and have a look in my trunk. You might find something there you can use.
Thank you.
It's quite satisfactory. Indeed, it's more than satisfactory. I have to commend Master Fayfar for his diligent supervision of the construction work. His extensive knowledge of mechanics is proving most useful. He has the makings of quite a competent siege master.
I don't think he's yearning to become one. His life's mission has been to manage the mines.
We'll see if he feels the same after he has a crack at firing our trebuchet. It's a sight to knock the wind out of any man, especially if he's standing too close.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
How are things with you?
I thank the Lord I'm still alive and well.
So do I. Others haven't been so fortunate.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
Master Fayfar, how's the trebuchet construction going?
Much better now that I have Master Keyser to help me. Although, to be quite honest, it's more a case of me helping him. I'm taking note and learning as I go.
Next time round, you'll be the siege master.
I rather hope they won't be here next time.
How's work going with Master Keyser?
Excellent. His knowledge of machinery and mechanics is absolutely astonishing. He's a very gifted man.
So you're confident the trebuchet will do its job?
Absolutely. It's plain to see Master Keyser knows exactly what he's doing.
How much longer do you think it will take?
I wouldn't like to hazard a guess. As I understand it, the base is quick to make, but the other parts are more complicated. And then there's all the balancing and setting the trajectory and range.
I see. Well, I hope it's ready soon.
So do I, Henry.
Good day.
So did it help?
I've not caught anyone napping on their watch since, so yes, I'd say it helped.
I'm glad. I wasn't completely sure that it would. What is your impression of Master Keyser?
Sir Hanush thinks he's insane. As crazed as one of those dung-smeared fools reciting the New Testament backwards in the street.
But what do you think?
Sometimes I think a little craziness is no bad thing. Master Keyser's seen and lived through a lot in his time in foreign lands. And those rockets he was talking about.
It all sounds like the babbling of a madman.
Maybe. And I'd like to see them. Shooting off, screaming through the sky like comets. I'm sure they'd be a sight to behold.
Good health to you.
How are things with you?
They killed my husband.
Damn.
What am I to do without him?
I'm terribly sorry, good wife. May the Lord grant him eternal rest.
That's insane. But they're here though, so that's pretty cool. Yep. A lot of people are just dying. All the wounded.
Don't worry, we won't be standing around for long. As soon as the trebuchet's ready, we'll see some action.
Then I'll have something else.
That's the way. Always dissatisfied like a good soldier.
Godwin's here. Nice. Will not talk
Henry's
to.
come to see us.
Can I talk to Father Godwin? Keep
God
on.
be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
What do you think of Master Keezer?
I've already asked him to stay on here when this is over. His ideas are incredible, even that trebuchet. I can't wait to launch it.
Sounds like you're sorry not to be the siege master.
Who knows? I may still get a chance.
God bless you. What troubles you?
How do you like Master Keezer, Sir Divish?
How do I like him? As if it's not enough to hurl giant boulders at my castle, he wants to throw kegs of gunpowder.
I understand, but he has to do something.
Those boulders could hit my wife, and if they don't get her, the gunpowder could burn her to death along with Sir Radzi.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. I know how you feel. I feel much the same. When we're done, what state will my castle be in? What will I do if the worst happens? Enough of that. Better to spend my time in prayer than worry.
I've arranged for a priest to come. He promised to take care of the people around here.
Thank you, Henry. Lifting the spirit can help us all.
I got hold of a Sawbones to take care of our wounded.
Thank you. Most of them have already lost their homes. Their lives are all they have left.